GotAUkulele returns, and this one's quite familiar looking. Keep watching. Yeah, welcome back. It's GotAUkulele review day. I've had a bit of a break, so back on with the reviews now. As ever, this is the summary video review. If you see the link below this video, that'll take you to the website with the scores, the pictures, and all my other reviews are there as well as beginners tips and various other bits and pieces. Quite a few thank yous running across the bottom of the screen because I've been away. These are people who've donated and are the reason that this site can keep going, because I do not take money from the brands, the stores, the makers. I couldn't, because how could you do an impartial review if you've been paid to do it? And if you like what you see on this YouTube channel, why not help me out and get that subscriber count up? Hit the button down there. That would be really appreciated too. Okay, so I talk about familiarity, and that's because I first saw this one. This is an Amazon instrument knocking about on one or two reviews online, and they've sent me one over, and it was familiar to me because it reminded me very much, not a copy, but it reminded me very much of another instrument I really like. This is the Pickapick, odd name, Pickapick UC23 concert, and that familiarity comes with this coloured top on a wooden back and sides look, which is very much like the Untitled colour series. So coloured top, wooden back and sides. Like the Untitled, comes in a variety of top colours. They're all much bolder. This is a coral red, so this is the coral of the Untitled, which is much more pastel. These are Pantone colours. These are flatter, much bolder colours. I quite like it for that. But a range of different colours, all with the wooden back and sides, so very much a similar look. Not a copy, as I say, more a in the spirit of, or taking inspiration from, let's say that. Concert scale, double bout instrument. Where it differs from the Untitled is the Untitled has a solid top. This is Alaskan spruce laminate top and laminate wood back and sides. And looking at the body, apart from the fingerprints I've covered it with, it's really well put together actually. The finish is excellent. I can't find any flaws with it. Really, really tidy instrument. Two pieces on the top and back and sides, all laminate, as I say. The bridge is made of maple, really kind of chunky, isn't it? I mean, it's a big old thing, very tall, fitted with what they call plastic steel, which I think means composite, straight top saddle. It's a slot style, really easy string changes. Okay, as I say, decor, very much like the Untitled, cream edge binding to the top and back, which really helps set it off. Rather than a regular sound hole, this has this honeycomb thing, which is kind of nice, and a side sound port as well. All finished in a satin, really, really nice and tactile to hold. No flaws, no pulls, no mess. Really rather nice. Inside, pretty standard too, regular bracing, notch linings, no real mess. Looking at the side sound port, the wood here on the sides is really, really thin, but then looking at the honeycomb here, the wood on the top is really thick. It's all laminate, of course, but thick laminate. Okay, we shall see. Moving on, the neck, they don't specify. I think it's a kume or mahogany. It's in three pieces. The joints are really well hidden. Unlike the Untitled, it's much more rounded at the nut, which I don't really like. And it's also narrower. It's 35mm, not 36 like the Untitled, and 27 from G2A. So it's too narrow for my hands. Your mileage may vary. Very much like some of the colours of the Untitled, like this one, this is fitted with a maple fingerboard. They don't offer a rosewood fingerboard like that one has. But that's cool because I like maple boards. They look really nice. This has got some really nice grain going on in it as well. Yeah, that's a nice board, very tidy. Not edge bound, so you see the fret ends, but I'll come on to that. You get 19 of those and 14 to the body, and it has these semi-hemi fret ends. So this kind of high-end finishing for frets, rounded fret ends, which look nice and are supposed to be really, really smooth. But there is still the tangs of the fret. They're the bits that sit in the wood, the thin piece that sits in the wood. Are not sharp, but they're starting to sprout. So I can feel the fret ends, which is wrong, and certainly wrong for semi-hemi fret ends. That's a shame. The position markers are interesting. Side offsets at 5, 7, 10 and 12. They're interesting enough. A bit hard to see, but nice. It's a real crying shame that they didn't choose to overlap them around the edge, because there are no side markers. So that's a real silly omission. Beyond that composite nut, the headstock, this asymmetrical shape, which is kind of funky with the offset tuners. What I think is a shame is that logo. Pickapick have a logo, which I'll show you on the bag, which is kind of a funky logo. Nice. They've just used a regular, really basic font and laser etched it in. I think it looks really cheap and a bit tatty. That's a shame. The tuners are unbranded, sealed gears. They work all right, not much more to say about them. And there we are. Comes with nylon strings, and they are woeful nylon strings. They are really, really like rubber bands, so squishy. You will want to change those. Like the Untitled, comes with a padded gig bag, and kind of decent one too. There's that Pickapick logo. I'm saying that would look much nicer on the headstock. Nice with a red trim, decent enough bag. Comes with a strap for the strap buttons, which it's fitted with. It comes with a little quick start guide, a pick, and this is kind of nice. It comes with this. It's a little greeting card with some stickers and an envelope. So if you were gifting this to somebody as a friend or a child, you can fill in a little card and say, you know, happy birthday, enjoy your ukulele. That's a nice little touch. And then it comes with this, which is really interesting because this is the pick guard, but it's an optional pick guard. So you can stick it on and it would look like that. Now I think this looks better without it. I think it's quite stark, the pick guard, but it's nice that they give you the choice. And I say that's nice because I've seen a number of people talk about the Untitleds and have been trying to take the pick guard off because they hate it. I don't mind it, but a lot of people don't like it, and also seen people saying that they would not buy one of these because of that pick guard. So Pickapick maybe they've recognised that. I think it would be nice for a Untitled to make that optional as well, so you don't have to fit the pick guard. I wouldn't. And that's that. And the other big departure, of course, is the price, because this is currently dynamic pricing on Amazon. Currently about $67. USA only at the moment, I'm afraid, UK readers. $67, so considerably cheaper than the Untitled, but of course the Untitled has a solid top, and this is all laminate. But still, the build quality is kind of comparable, apart from I don't like the nut width and I don't like these fret ends, but otherwise it's kind of on a par with the Untitled in looks, build, finish is certainly on a par. So that's interesting. I'm obviously going to do a side by side with the sound review, but let's have a look. Now, quite often instruments will pass off or take inspiration from others, like that Rosen I looked at recently, which was trying to be the Enya Nova, and failed miserably. So when I first saw this, I must admit I did think, is it going to get it dead wrong? Because the Untitled, as you know, I think is a wonderful instrument. These strings though are horrible, and I think that probably is an unfair comparison, but I always review with the strings that comes on it. Volume, good. Not quite as good and crisp as the Untitled, but good, and certainly stands up for itself on its own. Sustain, less good than the Untitled, which I'll show you in a moment. Just it seems a little bit more constrained, and these bendy strings make it really easy to throw the intonation out. Not quite as much life as the finger pick. It's alright, it stands up. Now, the Untitled, let's just go back to that one. Much brighter, crisper. softer. The Untitled. Much more bite to the Untitled. And then picking. The intonation up the neck there wasn't good, was it? I think the Untitled beats it, but I will say this, it's closer than a Untitled should feel comfortable with, because this is quite a lot less money. So you wouldn't be making a mistake getting this, I don't think, and it gets a recommendation because it's not a lot of money, and it's funky looking, and it doesn't fail as an instrument. Bar those strings are terrible. I really would want to change those. Putting some crisp fluorocarbons on this, I think, would probably narrow it even more, and then that's 140. This one's, well, about $70, so huge saving, actually. The Pickapick UC23 concert, all laminate, available in a range of different colours. As I say, Amazon USA only at the moment, I am afraid. UK coming soon, I think. I don't know. But you know, not half bad at all, actually. I've really rather enjoyed playing this one. I'm desperate to change the strings on it, but it's not mine. And there we are. Right, okay, good to be back. I am back next week. I think it's just all systems go now. I've got loads to get through. Don't know what's coming next week. No idea, because I'm still playing catch up. But thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your ongoing support. Much appreciated. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care. Stay safe, everybody. Bye-bye.